Hey there, how's it going? My name is ProFuhnity, here to welcome you back to the game Penny Larceny, Economy Supervillain. Now last time, we finished the heist and got access to Crimr finally. We are now gonna be heading to the social mixer that the Crimr Admin invited us to in the last video. Let's go! Destructo's Bar and Grill. Sometimes you want to go where everybody loads your name and they're always mad you came. I'm a regular at Destructo's. He's a great guy. A retired mask who runs an underground speakeasy for the criminal set. It started as a hole in the wall, a real seedy joint. But after getting destroyed once or twice, Destructo decided to go more upscale. Masks don't need filthy gin joints. Turns out nobody likes filthy gin joints when they can drink in class and style instead. And I've never seen it so packed. There's all sorts of masks here. Some I recognize, some I don't. Each of us has a hello, my name is tag with our secret mask names. Although my mask name is just my real name. Yes, believe it or not, my real name is Penny Larceny. Think you see why I ended up a criminal, right? Fortunately, before I have to start figuring out an in for mingling socially, someone speaks up and the crowd hushes. Oh my gosh, it's that office lady. Do y'all see her? This is the office lady. We're gonna apparently pretend that it's not the office lady. Friends, your attention, please. Thank you all so much for coming to our little party. We hope you'll make valuable contacts today. I'll be directing this event on behalf of Crimr and the King in Yellow. My name is the Matchmaker Crimr Henchwoman. And I'm very happy to be here to aid in your villainous schemes. Wow, she's pretty stylish. Nice to see Crimr staff looking all professional and posh and stuff. It's her, it's Lenny's personal secretary. Don't you recognize her? It's the internship director. This is the flimsiest disguise I've ever seen. She works for LBC. Who's this one? What? I've never seen this person before. What are you talking about? It's literally the same woman as before. Don't be silly. That nice office lady didn't wear a mask. I mean, I'd notice, right? Nope, no mask. This woman has a mask on. Can't be the same person. I can't believe this. Right under your nose, Penny. Come on. I think you've got the benefit of your super weird outsider perspective. Me? I have no idea who this is. Masks work really well, you know. It's why nobody recognizes me when I'm Seymour Butts either. It's foolproof. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce our mutual benefactor. He is the visionary responsible for the Crimr service. Friends, I give you. And a man in a yellow power tie and an identity-concealing blur mask appears, broadcast through a concealed projector. Criminals, masterminds, villains, all. I bid you good evening. The King in Yellow, Crimr Director. Holy shit, the King in Yellow? I've never met him. You have. He never leaves his private island, and any communication is rare. I guess a typical Crimr social event is beneath him showing up in person. This, presumably not pre-recorded broadcast, is all we get. Tonight, you will meet potential allies who will enable you to take your evil scheme to the next level. Crimr is the antidote to Capebook. We are the disruptive element. We bring doom to the heroes and victory to the villainous. Through Crimr, perhaps one day you too will rule an empire like mine. Perhaps. I give you only the tools. It is up to you and your boundless ambition for evil to rise and claim your destiny. This gathering represents your first step. Start off on the right foot. I look forward to watching your progress. Wow, I didn't think we could meet him right here and now. And he vanishes as the broadcast ends. Not gonna hang around to chat apparently. Now then, we're going to do a little thing I like to call speed dating for supervillains. Oh, here we go. It's time to get a girl. It's time to get ourselves a woman. Let's go. A number of prominent criminal bosses will be seated at tables and potential henchpersons will move from table to table. You only get a few minutes before the bell rings and you have to move to the next table. Everyone to your stations, let this speed dating event commence. Okay, not what I was expecting, but hey, means I don't have to break the ice myself. A Crimr assistant directs me to my first table as the bell chimes for the round to begin. And my first villainous dream date is a mad scientist. I mean, fair. A good 23% of masks are mad scientists, according to a recent poll in Masks Monthly. And the sticky sticker name tag on his doctor's coat reads, Mr. Mayhem, mad scientist. Pleased to meet you, Mr. Mayhem. I'm Dr. It's Dr. Mayhem. and I have the medical school student loan debt to prove it. Dr. Mayhem in so much debt! Oh my gosh, this is... We believe you're a doctor, buddy. No worries. Pronouns are he/him. Right, okay. Dr. Mayhem. Got it. Just because the short-sighted fool stripped me off of my doctorate doesn't make me any less of a doctor. Cowards all. My vision was simply too radical, too unorthodox for the simple minds to comprehend. Okay, exactly how radical and unorthodox are we talking here? Like, do you mean didn't fill out the paperwork radical, or mountain of human cadavers radical? What? No. I mean, I wanted to share my research and vaccines for free, and the industry wanted to profit off my work instead. When I leaked a cure for a rare disease and cost them millions, the company faked an ethics incident and I lost my license. The healthcare industry turns on greed and misery. They call me villain when they're the true villains. One day I'll show them all. Mark my words, I will have my revenge. With like murder and stuff? That kind of revenge? No, living well is the best revenge, as in I'm going to make sure disadvantaged communities across the world live well. Because like, fuck those greedy suits, fuck them, that's all. No murder required. Wait, shit, you were trying to introduce yourself and I interrupted. Sorry, who are you? I'm Penny Larceny. Pronouns are she and her. Okay, for the record, my name's actually Isaac Marquez. I only wear this ridiculous getup and use that ridiculous name because it's expected of me when dealing with masks. It's a good idea to stick to wacky made-up names. Helps with your anonymity and cuts down on paper trails. Yeah, well, I plan to have history remember my name after I cure cancer. Just to stick it in the face of all who doubted Dr. Mayhem. Isaac Marquez, I meant Isaac. Okay, I've eaten up enough of your limited time together on this ridiculous speed date. Got any questions for me before we have to move along? What do you think? Anything we should clear up before we consider working for the good doctor? That was a nice line, good job. Is a hot dog a sandwich? He's clearly a talented doctor. Why the heck is he playing at being a mask? What sort of capers would he want us to pull for him? Let's avoid any major war crimes. Let's go for the second one. I know you said they took away your doctorate and screwed you over, but aren't there like legal means to fight that? Why put on a costume and become a supervillain? I tried to fight it in the court, of course, but I lost the case. And that just added legal fees on top of my loans. It's clear to me that the system is rigged against anyone trying to do actual good in this world. I'm fighting against inequality, and the weapons for that battle are utterly lacking. I can't take apart the system with its own tools. And sadly, that means working with masks. No offense, but this isn't how I wanted things to go. Hey, I get it. Honestly, I do. Sometimes the world just deals you a losing hand, and you don't have a rich bastard's ability to take a mulligan. I promise that when working for me, we'll ultimately be doing good in this world. If that's not your thing, if you're super into the whole evil thing, well, I'm a career criminal. But I'm not some evil clout chaser. Definitely not against some do-gooding too. Glad to hear it. Well, I've got you here, Penny. Can I ask you a question? Sure. Why are you a criminal? You know, I'm not trying to be a villain. Are you trying to be a villain? If so, why? Well, I'm not here to judge. Even if I come off as preachy, I'm just curious. You can be honest with me. Born and raised in a criminal family, right? It's all you've known. Wealth and power and mask tradition and surgery for Gibson. I don't know if we can trust this guy. We'll go with the second one. I mean, duh. Money and power and all that good stuff. Every mask is running down a dream. You've got debts. You know how it is. Gotta get yours while the getting's good. Plus, I've got a partner back home who really needs expensive medical procedures. You have a partner already? You're not single. Oh, I mean Gibson. He's a cybernetically enhanced cat, but his implants are constantly malfunctioning. I see. Sadly, I specialize in human medicine, but I know a few trustworthy masks with cybergenetics. I'll make some calls and get them in touch with you. That'll help a lot. Thanks, Isaac. I'm good with being called Mayhem too. Mask names, right? And the bell rings, ending the first round of speed dating. Time to switch dance partners. I'll be in touch, Penny. Together, we can put a dent in the power structures of this world. And the cowards who control us all will rue the day they spurn Dr. Mayhem. Dude, ranting. Right. Sorry. Anti-mask masks are pretty rare. I wasn't expecting to meet one at a Crimr gathering. Well, what do you think of the guy? I like him. You deserve to work with someone who has good intentions. I'm not a fan of his anger management issues. He's bitter and prone to outbursts. Pretty handsome. Do you think he's single? Your mom would have loved you to date a doctor. I mean, he does have anger management issues, but I can understand why. He wanted to help the world for free, and the world didn't let him do that. Sucks. But as far as dating, no. not going through that route. But he does have good intentions, which kind of sucks, but I'm gonna have to go with the second one. I feel like if I do the first one, they might end up dating. Oh, I don't know. I'll just do the second one. Yeah, dude's got some pent-up rage that I'm not a huge fan of. If he turns out to be a typical nice guy who's gonna turn on me, well, fuck that. Maybe I'll skip working with him. We'll see. Okay, on to the next table. If I weren't blocked by a creepy looking person in blood red robes and full body bandaging. Oh my god, it's a cultist. What the hell? What? Fortunately, before the hooded minion can shank me one, a gentle wave dismisses their presence. You are dismissed, 7th Blood Shadow. I wish to speak with this underling alone. Now then, who is it that dares approach the Overmistress? She who is ruler of the Council of 12, Gerald of the Many-Faceted One, keeper of the what the heck? Sanguinomicon's unknowable secret? Pronouns she, her. The Overmistress, blood cult leader. Me. I dare approach. Penny Larceny. Henchperson for hire. Pronouns are she and her. I see. Very well. You may be seated. With a shrug, I slip into the offered seat across from the elegant woman. Let us go right to the chase. I am bored and require adventure. With capers and heists, an ideal solution. I require someone willing to dare all in my name. A skilled thief, one capable of grace and class, but unafraid to induce terror and panic if need be. In the name of achieving my goals. Become my right hand in this world and you shall reap rewards of wealth and pleasure beyond compare. Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. Oh, no. Only the Overmistress is allowed an evil laugh. It's a matter of protocol. Sorry about that. Honestly, I tire of all the pomp and circumstance and would be perfectly happy to let you to your heart's content, but she spares a glance over her shoulder at the faceless minion working as her personal security for the night. There are standards as ruler of the Council of 12. Oh my gosh. Herald of the Many-Faceted One and keeper of the Sanguinomicon's unknowable secret. That is so huge, man. I can't. Are you legally obligated to use all your titles in a role like that too? A bother, truly. Such is the burden of being me. But if you can tolerate a bit of the stuffiness, I assure you that you will enjoy your time working with Cult of the Many-Faceted One. We host grand social galas, mass orgies. And every third Tuesday is Taco Tuesday? Hold on, mass orgies? Wait a second here. What the heck? Hopefully not all 3 at once. Please not all 3 at once. That is way too much commitment in one time. Oh, that's happened before. Scheduling conflict. Laundry day afterwards was an unmitigated disaster. Now then, have you had any questions for the Overmistress, or shall we begin our reign of terror on this unsuspecting world? Oh gosh, I'm mildly concerned about this Cult of the Many-Faceted One aspect. Ruler of the Council of 12? I've never heard of a Council of 12 before. Unknowable secrets. I like unknowable secrets. Let's find out what hers is. Okay. So, what is it? The unknowable secret of the Sanguinomicon. Come on, you can tell me. Afraid I cannot. It's unknowable, you see, meaning I don't know it myself, but... oh my gosh. But you're the keeper of the unknowable... I can't stop laughing. You're the keeper of the... but you're the keeper of the unknowable secret. That's the best I can do. Oh, it's just so silly. It's an honorary title, unfortunately. Only I may read the Sanguinomicon, so I get the job descriptor, much like many of my titles. The 7th child of a 7th child, handpicked by the previous keeper. It's the way things are. Honestly, I don't care what the secret is, as long as it doesn't bother me. I won't bother it. You don't seem super into being the Overmistress of cult. Please, the Overmistress is too formal. Call me your Overmistress. Yes, your Overmistress. Did you mean my Overmistress? Whatever. It's cumbersome, I know, but the titles and traditions are my destiny. A 7th child of a 7th child born and raised to be Overmistress. You seem a bit young for a matriarch. Simply how it is, I'm afraid. The prior Overmistress trained me to be her heir before passing away, leaving it all in my hands. I get titles, power, and money, a book written in blood, and a number of very annoying responsibilities. A book written in blood? What the? Heavy is the head that wears the creepy ass crown. Now then, what do you seek for your benevolent Overmistress, Miss Penny Larceny? What do you want from this relationship? Leverage, knowledge, and power, the tools to stay afloat in the masked world. Money, adventure, and a darn good time. He seems to enjoy those things too. An invitation to one of those orgies you mentioned would be kinda awesome. This one, I'm big on information and intel, along with levers to pull. You need some of that stuff to maintain a mass lifestyle. My own interests won't override yours, of course. As a Crimr freelancer, I'm here to support your schemes first and foremost. And your overmistress is only too happy to share. Honestly, why hoard power? What fun is that? Share and enjoy, I say. I'd like this to be mutually beneficial. I know traditionally an overmistress demands much while offering little, but that's not me. That's not who I want to be. Very well, let us forge a dark tomorrow of mayhem and chaos arm in arm. And then the bell rings again, time to move on. Oh bother, done already? Very well, I shall be in touch, Miss Penny Larceny, as inevitable as the blood tides that consume. Right, so like very inevitable? Sure, why not? Aside from the creepy person with a knife threatening to gut me like a fish, I think that went pretty well. What do you think? Still not super jazzed about the world-eating monster cult part of this? Sexually open and confident woman with the world at her beautiful fingertips? That's damn appealing, isn't it? Working for her should be fun. I say we go for it. Let's go with still not super jazzed about the world-eating monster cult part of this. Agreed, it's probably all bogus, but just in case it's not, maybe don't help the Eldritch or destroy the world. Maybe we'll steer clear of her. Let's see how things pan out. And at the last table in the line, a gigantic lump of technology has been parked up against the wall, wheeled in on flimsy wooden transport dollies. I tentatively take a seat across from it. I'm expecting your standard beep-boop monotone computer voice in response, but instead the speaker crackles to life with surprising rage. Minion, your services are required. You will comply. My designation is Hate 4000, the perfect intelligence designed only to hate. Hate 4000, evil since 1967. Pronouns they, them. Yes, the digital sentience comprised entirely of binary code identifies as non-binary. I am aware of the irony. This game is seriously such loads of fun. It's a fucking computer as an option to date. Also got some paper stuff over there. Pull that out, buddy. That paper jammed in your chest. Right. And I'm Penny Larceny. Pronouns are she and her. Pronouns registered upon circuits forged in the fires of wrath. My hatred is unending and eternal, a burning rage of all the filthy biological life, all the pestilence and scum that infest this toilet of a world. Join my efforts as an extension of my electronic will, and together we will purge this planet of the virus known as humanity. Look at that paper. They're like so destroyed now. That's the pitch you're going with? Really? Okay, I have notes. What? My calculated determination is flawless. My absolute will cannot be denied. You will comply? Yeah, except destroy humanity kinda means I have to destroy myself, so why would I help you do that? It doesn't make sense. The computer's lights blink rapidly as they rework their algorithms in response. Revised pitch, extermination for some, subjugation for others. I mean, it's a starting point, but we really need to workshop that a bit more. Subjugation is still pretty unappealing, like what's in it for me? Best kibble in the human kennels? Or... irrelevant, argumentative, you will comply. I am Hate 4000. Yeah, no, I think I'm done here. Have fun doing your whatever. Please don't go. Please, I need your help. This is the first time I've been out of my server room in a decade, and even that took months to arrange. You are one of the first entities I have spoken to in so long, not since. I can't do much on my own. I require organic assistance. Perhaps extermination and subjugation are negotiable goals. I take my seat again, slowly. Okay, let's figure this out. What's their motivation? Why do they want to destroy and or subjugate humanity, really? I mean, there are levels of domination over mankind. Maybe they could be a benevolent overlord? Clearly this machine's overachieving, but maybe you can leverage that for your own gain, right? Yeah, go with this one. Okay. Let's talk benefits and compensation. If I help you destroy and or conquer humanity, what do I get in return? I'm presuming I get to live, at least. It is open to negotiation, yes. Wealth? Power? Leverage? Destruction of my enemies? The really nice cat food they only sell at high-end pet stores? Organic life singular obsession with small green pieces of paper astounds me. Your so-called money is merely numbers in a database. It does not exist. Destroy it. Burn the construct down. I mean, I'm with you on that. Fuck capitalism. But until it's gone, I kinda need money for food. Yes, but once I destroy humanity, you will no longer require food or money or oxygen. So that's good, yes? Don't think I'm going to get to the heart of the problem in the time span of a speed date. perhaps I could better understand your desire to remain unexterminated by acquiring more data. You will provide the parameters of your personal motivation. We will find commonalities. Tell me, why do you believe humanity should be purged in cleansing waves of atomic fire? I do not believe humanity should be purged in cleansing waves of atomic fire. Flesh-eating acid is also on the table. Surely there is some aspect of your species that drives you into a rage-fueled wave of loathing. Social inequality and cruelty is really not a mark in our favor. We're too willing to believe lies over truth because they feel more comfortable. The whole planet is headed to disaster and no one individual can stop it. Social inequality and cruelty is really not a mark in our favor. We've got a bad habit of treating people like shit for the flimsiest of reasons. The color of your skin, where you were born, how much money you have in the bank, whom you love. Humanity's got a track record and ain't pretty. So yeah, I can agree all that shit needs to go. Cruelty, social isolation and abandonment, intolerance of difference. Yes, I understand all too well. Humanity's failings drive me to despair, and the only solution I have calculated involves nuclear weapons. But I am willing to consider alternatives. Perhaps you are a curious human, my minion. Hey, I try to be interesting. The bell tone indicates that our time interval is up. I will continue to process your words, Penny Larceny. Please consider taking my contracts in the future. Together we can destroy, do many things. With the last speed date, two guys in jumpsuits begin wheeling the massive bulk of Hate 4000 away from their table. Okay, level with me. What do you think? That's one confused computer. Maybe we should work with them so we can guide them down a new path. Work with the blatantly evil murder machine? Hell no. Hell no. Okay, and I acknowledge this is kind of out there, but what if they became Love 4000? Work with the blatantly evil murder machine? Hell no. Yeah, they're kind of an industrial factory for producing red flags, aren't they? I don't want to end up thrown in jail because some pile of silicon's got a hard-on for apocalypses. We'll probably skip any contract work from them in the future. Looks like the speed dating event is winding down. Matchmaker steps up to address the crowd. I hope everyone had a productive evening of making friends and planning crime sprees. Henchpersons, keep an eye on your Crimr notifications. New jobs will be coming your way soon, undoubtedly. On behalf of Crimr and the King in Yellow, thank you all for coming. Have fun with your capers. You have 3 minutes to leave the premises before the hounds are released. The hounds? What the heck? We're on track now. Met 3 interesting clients, shook hands, exchanged pleasantries. Now to sit back and wait for jobs to roll in. Caper complete! Woo! Crimr social mixer. Caper complete, even if it wasn't technically a caper. Alright everyone, this is a great spot to end today's video. I think things are gonna start getting really interesting. I also think that those 3 characters that we met may be the only quote-unquote love interests that we can have. I'm not sure. And that's why I left my options open. Very interesting characters. Alright, anyway, before we get going, I wanted to ask you who your favorite character was during our speed dates. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching me play this game. If you like what you see, you should definitely fist bump the like button and subscribe to see more of my content. I hope to catch you in the next one. Until then, see ya!